Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe halfway out till the sights line up. Hold your breath. Squeeze the trigger. The firing pin strikes the round, and the 7.62 millimeter FNC-1 rifle kicks like a mule into my shoulder. A whiff of exploding gunpowder, the flash of a casing ejected to my right, the metallic click as another round is fed into the chamber. The sudden violence of the experience strikes me. I have fired my first shot as a soldier. It's a hot, dry July morning on the Small Arms Range at Military Training Center Dundurn. There are 10 firing positions on the range, and I am the fourth shooter. We are firing from the prone position. I can see the red triangular target markers that are being held up by the butts party for each firing position, showing where each shooter's round hit the target. As I look 100 meters downrange, there is no marker on target 4. I slump down, disappointed. But wait, it seems that only one person is working targets 3 and 4. Target 3's red marker drops and then moves over to target 4. My round has hit just left of the center of mass on the figure 11 NATO target. I smile to myself. 4 more rounds into my target show that my weapon needs to be zeroed slightly to the right. I unload and make safe. The assistant range safety officer comes over, and within seconds, my rifle and I are ready for our practical test. The range safety officer barks out his orders. With a 10-round magazine, load! Once done, I wait for further directions. No initiative is allowed on the range. Another shooter has some difficulty with his weapon, so we all wait quietly. Conversation is also not allowed on the range. Safety is of paramount importance. In the silence, I hear a ravenous mosquito hovering around my neck and ears, her high-pitched whine causing me no end of irritation, as I can't move or adjust my position to give her a swat. The whine stops, and I feel the itch begin as she injects her anticoagulant into the flesh between my shoulder blades and starts to suck up my sweet blood. I try to focus on other things. Glancing up, I see the sky is a bright blue with wisps of clouds being dragged eastward by the wind. The sun shines down relentlessly, starting a slow burn on my pale, unprotected flesh. The polyester threads in my olive drab combats heat up like a thermal blanket, and sweat trickles across my shoulders and down my back. The sweet smell of the native grassland is choked out by the cloying brown dust that drifts across the range and settles into my nose and mouth. I shift ever so slightly, and the sharp spines of a prickly pear cactus introduce themselves to my right thigh. Regardless of how annoying nature has become, she cannot dampen my thrill at firing live rounds on a real range. The range safety officer grabs his megaphone and we all tense, waiting for his command. Relay number 2, 100 meters, 5 rounds, on your own time, go on. I hold off for a few seconds as the other shooters start firing. The din from the weapons grows until it is deafening. The sharp smell of gunpowder, hot steel, and gun oil mingles with the prairie dust, an unforgettable odor. I carefully fire 1 round after another at my target. It's exhilarating. When I fire my 4th round, the ejected casing flies towards me, burning itself into the flesh of my inner arm. I suck in my breath, shake the hot casing loose, and carry on with firing. I'm determined to complete a tight grouping. When the target markers come up again, it's clear I've done well, and it feels remarkable to be so competent at something I've never done before. Hours later, I see the outline of the brand that will travel with me through the rest of my life. The dull red brand is a 1-inch long smudge with a pointed edge, and it looks more like a brand from a bullet than a casing. The scar has now faded to nearly white, but whenever it catches my eye, it makes me smile as I remember my first shot as a soldier.